All right. Okay. Well, so I've been doing this all wrong. So last month I took a break from making videos. And you know how when you sometimes take a break from doing something and you are able to step back and kind of look at it from a distance, you get a renewed sense or better clarity on what it is that you're meant to be doing. That happened to me. I was spending a lot of time with my family, and it gave me the space I needed to kind of step back and evaluate my work and my YouTube channel. When I was starting this channel, I truly believed that parents wanted the answers. They wanted to know the answers to these sex questions that their kids asked. They wanted to know what to say and when to say it. Because kids ask their parents loads of questions all of the time, and they absolutely will ask the questions like, where do babies come from or what is sex? I believe that parents wanted to know how to answer that question age appropriately and give their kid the right information. And because of the historically taboo nature of these topics, I firmly believe that parents did not want to muck up the answer and say the wrong thing to their kid. So I set out to make videos answering the sex questions, giving parents the scripts they needed for exactly what to say and when to say it. And this wasn't hard for me to do. I mean, besides it being a new format of being on YouTube and speaking to a camera and having to edit videos, I knew all of the answers. I was trained to deliver sex education to kids of all ages and answer their sex questions. And so I decided to take my training and expertise and package it into this YouTube channel and make videos to give you the answers to the sex questions that the kids will definitely have, because that's what I thought parents wanted. I thought parents wanted the answers to the sex questions, but I was wrong. I mean, technically I wasn't completely wrong. I was kind of like in the ballpark, but I definitely was not on the field. I might have been in the dugout, but this analogy is going nowhere. Here are the 3 things that I've identified that are wrong and how I plan to fix them. First, I have been focused on the kids and not on you, their parent. Second, I have been focused on the answers and not on preparing you to be confident to deliver those answers and the talks as a whole. And third, I have been trying to help too many of you on a one-to-one basis, and it's burnt me out. First, I have been focused on the kids and not on you, their parent. Every parent that I have spoken to has been worried about their kids because either something has happened or it's something that their kid has asked them. And while the kids are definitely important, my channel is focused on helping parents, and I haven't been doing that effectively. For example, if you're watching this as a parent, define sexuality. Pause this video, don't go Googling anything, and answer this question. What is sexuality? Just say the answer out loud. If you are struggling to answer that, you are not alone. Almost every caregiver I speak with struggles to define sexuality. And so then the question becomes, how are you going to explain what is sexuality to your kid if you can't even answer it for yourself? And so I want to focus some time and energy on you, their parent, and helping you to be able to define and understand the basics to human sexuality so that you can then pull back the layers to the sex talks and be able to explain what is sex and sexuality and sexual health in an age-appropriate way for your kid. Because if you cannot confidently define a basic term that is mentioned quite a few times in the sex talks, then I have been doing this all wrong. Second, I have been focused on the answers and not on preparing you to be confident to deliver those answers in the talks as a whole. Like I said earlier, I thought you wanted the answers, but that's not what you really wanted. I now know this because I have had thousands of parents tell me, I wish I could just be as confident as you and not feel so uncomfortable teaching sex ed to my kids. And while I take this as a beautiful compliment, I don't want you to feel uncomfortable either. I want you to have the confidence that I have. For me, having the sex talks with my kids was completely natural from the moment they became a part of my life. It was natural for me to use medically accurate terms for the genitals and practice consent language with my kids because I had been trained on how to effectively do this in the classroom. And then I had trained teachers and other youth-serving professionals on how they can implement this in their own classroom. It was almost a decade's worth of training and teaching sex ed before my first kid was even born. And so I was able to develop my skills and practice my answers and become naturally confident at implementing sex ed in my home as soon as my kids arrived. And because I have been so focused on giving you the answers, I forgot that that's just one piece of the puzzle. To truly be confident in answering your kids' sex questions, you have to feel so thoroughly prepared that you don't even wait for your kid to ask you that question because you know it's the right time to initiate that sex talk. You know that it's age appropriate and developmentally appropriate for your kid, and that it's the natural progression to the talks based off of the previous conversations that you've been having. And you're not scared or uncomfortable or worried that you're going to say the wrong thing because I have fully prepared you, and you now feel as confident as I am when I'm talking to my own kids. Third, I have been trying to help too many of you on a one-to-one basis, and it's burnt me out. This one is hard for me because building my consultation practice and getting to speak to thousands of you over the years has truly been fulfilling. I started this public social media journey with the intention of trying to help just one parent to feel a bit more prepared and able to answer a sex question. And now I have lost count of how many parents I have helped over the years. And so if I have helped you to answer a question or initiate the talk, drop a comment below just saying thank you or you've helped me or anything. I really do love reading the comments. And so it's not that I don't want to do one-on-one consults anymore. It's that what I've realized is in a one-on-one consultation, a parent will come to me with their question or concern, and I help them address that question or concern. And so they leave the consult feeling super prepared and confident to have that talk or to answer that question with their kid. But it doesn't eliminate their worry or their concern when the next question arises. So I'm not really helping them to feel naturally confident to have the sex talks as a whole. I'm only helping them for that one specific question. And it's taken me a while to recognize this gap in my services to you, but I have to stop doing one-on-one consultations if I'm truly going to be able to help you gain the confidence to initiate the sex talks in your home. So yeah, basically I realize I have been doing this all wrong and I want to fix it. I want to strategically prepare you for having the sex talk so that your kid will see you as the knowledgeable, approachable, and trustworthy parent that you truly are. And so now I'm exploring a few different ways on how to go about doing this. And it does not include stopping the YouTube channel. I will continue to make videos here on YouTube. Some of the things I've been thinking about is maybe providing some downloadable tools for parents, maybe like a workbook or a tip sheet that parents can use when having the talks. I'm also considering developing a course for parents on how to go from feeling uncomfortable and afraid to even answer a sex question to becoming a confident and prepared parent who actually initiates the sex talks. So if any of this resonated with you and you are interested in becoming this parent who can have the sex talks in the home, let me know in the comments. I am in this process of preparing and planning, and I'm going to be launching a few things in the coming months. And I hope that you join me